Well, I guess it's for everyone a kind of fun to see businesses scaling, actually. And I know many of you have already built great companies. And I'm really glad that I could support some of you as our client for a couple of years now. For example, Reef with Eduard. Good afternoon, Ecosummit. I'm glad that so many of you are still in the room, even if a lawyer's speaking. And yeah, let's get started with this financing rounds from the inside. That is what I've been asked to speak a little bit about, since we as lawyers lead the hot phase of so many rounds. My name is Sebastian. No. And this is Görg, your business law firm. And with more than 350 lawyers, highly specialized, we are truly a full-service practice on any aspects of business law. When it comes to venture capital, we advise investors and startups on many funding rounds through all stages and up through the exit. So here are some examples. Now, let me use the next few minutes to showcase some of our lessons learned in handling such deals and, in particular, a few special situations. Here's our top 3 selection from last year, 2024. And it's about Reverian, as you can see already. It's about Reef, we just saw, and Pulse Train, another startup that are unfortunately not here today. CO2 negative power plant company Reverian raises a $60 million round oversubscribed. Imagine you as a founder or also as an existing investor are in such a comfortable situation of high investor demand. Our key takeaways for such scenarios are actually, first, you should really own the process and really guide the potential lead investors through the term sheet phase. That means, for example, that you determine the timeline, the sequence of negotiation in order for you to really choose the best offer, the best term sheet with the best lead investor. Another takeaway is to use your bargaining power before you enter into exclusivity. That means, in particular, to ensure that the term sheet not only contains all relevant topics, but contains these topics in a reasonable detail, because term sheets often do not go into any detail, but just mention the topic. And our last key takeaway from the Reverian deal was actually to get all the parties from previous round also involved at the right time and get them committed and sworn into the closing timeline. Our next brief showcase is Reef, who also raised an 8-digit sum last year. Here is the showcase more about the background and the preparation of that round, since Reef has originally been a venture building project of Nürnberg Utility Energy and a company builder called Mantro. And obviously, this cap table was not an ideal venture capital cap table. And the particular challenge was that the rapidly growing business of Reef actually was a perfect fit for venture capital. So what we did is we had to make Reef eligible for VC funding, and we did. And the key takeaway is here that solving a cap table legacy is actually possible. By the way, these pictures are at 5 or 6 o'clock in the morning at the notary. Lot of fun. And last but not least, our showcase with Pulse Train. Also here, the background was kind of special. There were 2 startups pre-funding, but post-foundation, obviously, and the particular challenge was to combine or merge the two startups in a funding round. The key takeaway here was that we had to align the combined new team first on their new roles and discuss the future strategy of the combined business. Only thereafter we could actually continue with investors' negotiation. And I think it was really crucial to have a good moderation for this alignment among the founder, among the basically combined founder team, in order to build the trust that is required for the future. I hope that what you can get from these showcases is actually our self-understanding as a venture capital law practice. So we are solution finders, we are complexity reducers, and we are value contributors. Actually, we're pleased if you can get in touch to learn more. My partners Bernd and Stefan are around, as myself is, and today and tomorrow. So get in touch. And well, last but not least, please take out your phones. Feel free to scan the QR code. This is an invitation to one of our events. It's about beyond venture capital, so what funding alternatives exist, in particular non-dilutive ones. You will see the agenda there. I'm sure you will like it. Cheers, and hope to see you there.